76% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. 64% of Americans that have businesses break even or lose money. The land of the brave and the home of the free, that's our American anthem. It's not even close to the truth. Most people don't have any money and have accepted the fact that they don't have any money. They don't have any leftover money. They're fearful of money constantly. They overspend. They don't know how to produce money. They definitely don't know how to multiply it. My dad died in February. My mom sold the house by March. So we had this beautiful house. My dad had finally made it fully into the middle class, maybe even upper middle class. 18 months after he bought his house, his dream house, he died. 15 days later, the house is sold because she couldn't handle it. So at 10 years old, I'm learning a house is a liability. I didn't know this would play out later, right?
Yeah.
But later on in my life, I would realize it would be another 20 years and I'd realize, oh, a single family home, the front door, just one door house is not an asset, it's a liability. I wanted to be an adult since I was 6. When I saw that whoever had the money decided where we went, I wanted money. I didn't want money because of money. I wanted money because it appeared to me that whoever had the money had control of the environment. And I knew that way before my dad died. I would watch him and another man, a doctor in the neighborhood, and they seemed to have fun. Whoever had the money seemed to control where we went, how long we went, what we did. They're punching in a message. Which by the way, there's some goodness that comes out of that because
the time is now.
Yeah, exactly. Time is now. Be in a hurry. And also, dude, if you punch on anything long enough, you could actually change things. Like my life is about punching. I'm a puncher. Like I punch a lot, I punch hard, but mostly I punch persistently. Kind of like life did to me. You know, probably 2,000 or 3,000 speaking engagements before I felt like I was comfortable on stage. 3 businesses that were freaking jamming before I said, you know, you might actually be a legitimate businessman. You know, now we're at 7 businesses. We'll do probably $150 million this year. I'll hit $1 billion in real estate probably before the year's over. I'm just starting to feel like, you know what? Maybe I'm going to make it. You know,
by going into all the things you felt insecure at, the things you were not good at, the things you didn't even like to do.
Dude,
that's been your modus operandi for the last 30 years.
Totally. So like sales, you know, hated sales.
People will be shocked to hear you say that.
Hated it. I was in 5 sales jobs, was a disaster at all of them. Absolutely hated it.
But you're the master of sales.
I am. I embrace the things I hate.
Why were you bad at it? Why did you hate it?
I didn't know, well, I was bad at it because nobody teaches anybody how to be good at sales. You know, so I didn't know how to communicate to people, didn't know how to shake a hand, didn't know how to build rapport. I'm honest enough that I'm not going to lie to people. So the stuff I was being taught to do, I didn't like. You know, they ask a question, you ask them a question. Slimy, dude. You know, I have enough integrity and ethics that when you tell me, okay, we're not manipulating, but don't answer their question. I'm like, well, dude, that's just, that is manipulation. And that's why I think a lot of people don't like sales, because of what's been taught for 100 years.
So the blueprint's outdated. You got there and
it was always wrong.
Okay.
It was wrong, and it's why, I believe it's why salespeople have such a high turnover, why so few people want to be called salespeople. I mean, you go through Harrods down there, you can't find a salesperson in the whole joint. It's interesting when you commit to something, little gifts just start automatically showing up. It's a phenomenal thing. It's happened my whole career. When I fully commit, somebody will bring me something. And
there's resistance along the way and problems along the way, but if you get through those things.
Dude, if you just like super commit, and then look, then keep your eyes open. And by the way, the package may come wrapped in a package you weren't thinking about.
Hard work.
Or like a voice, or like a person, or you know, maybe from a different direction than you thought, or an offering where you're like, you read something about this and that's not the thing. Like all throughout my career, it's come in weird kind of ways. And so, like if you ask for help and somebody shows up at the door, maybe invite them in, regardless of what the packaging is or what you've heard about it or whatever. That's really been beneficial.
Open mind.